Hello, welcome to the Millennial Mum Show, and it's me, your host, Tolu, the Millennial Mum. On this episode, I have two amazing women with me, and we're going to be giving it a little twist. And I'm saying this because when you watch the Millennial Mum Show, you might think it's strictly for moms. No, it's not just for moms. We have women, and we've also had dads on this show before. Today, we have two amazing women. They are skilled professionals. I have known them, and I can actually vouch for them for their work ethics. I've known one before COVID, and I've asked her to come to the Millennial Mom Show. She said, I'm not ready. I'm so happy she's ready now. The other person I've also known for a while. I love her work ethics, her dedication to her work. And I've decided, why not just bring them on the show? I want you people to meet these amazing women. I'm not going to introduce them. I'm going to let them introduce themselves. And yes, in the studio, I have Tonia and Faith. Hello, ladies.
Hi.
Hello, hi. How do I start first? Do I go from my left and to my right? I'm going to start from Faith. And I'm going to let Faith introduce herself to us and tell us what she does. So, over to you, Faith.
Hello, everyone. My name is Faith, and I'm a barber. I'm known as Auntie Barber. I cut hair for men and women. It's surprising when I say I'm a barber. Most people ask, do you cut hair for men? Because I mean, what does a barber do? So I cut hair for both sex, actually.
Nice. Yeah. Okay. Tonia, over to you.
Hi, my name is Anthonia Geraldine Afugba, the creative director for Clothes by Tonia. I am a nail tech. Clothes by Tonia is a nail brand that helps you boost your confidence level from 0 to 1,000.
Okay, so now that in the studio, I have Faith and Tonia, and they are both skilled professional women. And the focus for today is actually to shed more light on these professions because I don't know, but there's just always this thing about skilled profession. Before, it used to be such a big deal. Oh, let me use Yoruba. Oh, lo koshe. Yeah, people always just used to feel like, oh, to batili law school, lo koshe. Like that means if you can't go to school, you should just go learn a trade or do something. And these days, it's no longer like that. You can actually do both simultaneously, and you can actually find joy in your skill. And you also require entrepreneurial skills to do this. And that's why these women are in the studio to tell us about their journey, how they ended up being amazing professionals and entrepreneurs. And then we're going to take it. I'm not going to start with you anymore, Faith, because I told you to introduce yourself first. And Tonia, I am going to ask you a question.
Okay.
And how did you decide that you wanted to become a nail tech?
Okay. Do you know what's crazy? I didn't actually decide for myself.
Okay, tell us.
Okay. So, story time.
Please.
So, one night, my boyfriend at that time came to see me. It was after COVID, so school was over. I was just home. I was not doing anything.
Okay.
And he was like, he's not comfortable with this sleeping and waking up routine of mine that I should just go and think about what I want to do. In my head, fine, from day zero, I've always known that I cannot do 9 to 5 because of whatever reasons. I cannot do 9 to 5.
Okay.
So he just said he would give me some days to think
Okay.
and make a decision on what craft I want to learn. So at that time, I really loved making nails.
Okay.
Sure, you understand? I love making nails, and I thought, oh, okay, I think I want to be. No, I didn't actually decide. Then when we met and we spoke about it again, it was like, the discussion we had the other time, what do you want to do? I said, I don't know. Then he said, why don't I learn nails, become a nail tech? I was like, okay, it actually works because it's something that I actually like to do. And that was where it just started from. Just one night's conversation. And that was where it started from. So even if we're no longer together, thank you very much.
They're saying thank you to you. Thank you. Okay, so over to you, Faith, because I think yours, for me, one of the attractions is that you're in a male-dominated profession. It's easy maybe it might be easier to say, oh, I want to go and be a nail tech because it's somewhat, a lot of females are in that line. How was it like for you?
Well, for me, I remember vividly when I made up my mind to learn barbing. As at then, I had not seen a female barber. I mean, the thought just popped. I had different skills I wanted to learn. I wanted to learn photography. I just wanted to do something at that time. So, but the only thought that struck was the barbing.
Okay.
And I felt, okay, I digested the thought before I talk to someone about it, and it felt like a really good idea because I had not seen a female barber at all. So in my head, I felt, I was going to break that record.
Me.
Yeah. So, but when I eventually decided to learn, I decided to put in my all to just learn. And, I told myself that I won't just learn because I'm a woman. There's an advantage being a female doing a male dominated whatever. But I told myself it's always easier when, or rather, it's always valuable when you know your onion.
Yeah.
And you're still a woman.
Yeah.
The edge over it is, so when people come, they're coming because of your skill. They're not here because, you're a female and all that. So yeah, that was it for me. I just wanted to do something different.
Okay, you wanted to do something different, you found yourself in it. Now, for both of you, we always have these childhood fantasies. What did you want to be when you were younger? Don't tell me ballerina, because I have ballerina all the time in my house. What did you want to be?
I actually wanted to fly planes.
For real? What about you?
I had so many things I wanted to become. Okay, so first off, I wanted to read. I wanted to be an actress. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
That was the only thing that I think. So far. Above every other thing.
Above every other
Yes.
thing. Okay, so the actress and the pilot, right? Okay, that's fine. So, Tonya, what was your learning phase? Because, like I said earlier, prior to now, things are better. The world has evolved. When people decide that, I want to go and learn a skill, there's always one thing that I noticed. I don't know, when I was growing up, it's a longer. The time frame is very long. Okay. You can learn a skill for like maybe 4 years, and then some people tend to say that during their own learning journey or the phase, they probably didn't learn anything for like 2 years.
Mm.
They were busy. It was either, your guy says go and buy this, this person says go and do this and that, and then the learning process is kind of elongated because of all this faffing around. What was your learning process like?
Okay, for me, because it was something that I really, really like to do. First off, before you learn any crafts, whatever, there has to be dedication. You get, like, your mind has to be there, that this is what I want to do.
I'm not moving.
It's not like, somebody's forcing me to do this, or
you have to be
this is not what I want to do. I just found myself here. Do you understand? So it has to be like, the self-dedication has to be there.
Yeah.
So for me, truth is, I'm not always an early morning person. I resume work late. Do you understand? So initially, the duration for learning then was 3 months. Then after 3 months, I spoke with my boss. I told her, I don't think I've acquired enough knowledge as I want, that I want to intern with her. And then she agreed. So that was it for me. Learning, for me, the phase was just, I call it a phase because although there are some techniques that I didn't catch on time. I just gave myself, I just did more research by myself, did more self-development by myself, and that was it. I actually enjoyed it.
All in all, how long was it for?
Almost 3 years.
Almost 3 years?
Yeah.
Wow. See me
thinking. It was actually a decision I made.
Oh, it was a choice.
Yeah.
You could have learned it for 3 months.
And left.
Yes, because we're having this conversation, and someone might be watching this thinking, I want to be a nail tech. I want to be. So it's more of you can learn it for 3 months, but your journey to become a professional is actually
longer than 3 months.
It's personal. Was that the same way it was for you?
Well, for me, yes, because I wanted to learn for 6 months, but my mom encouraged me not to learn for 6 months. She told me to learn longer than 3 months, like longer than 6 months, so that I would learn well. Okay. So the thing about learning for shorter durations is, if you want to learn for 3 months, you're learning just the basics.
Yeah.
If you're learning for 6 months, you're learning just the basic plus more knowledge. Okay. But the longer you stay, the more you learn. I mean, no knowledge is a waste.
Stay.
Just stay and learn. Because that's the process. You don't want to learn something you want to have a future with. You want that thing to become your career, and you're learning for 3 months. I mean,
it's just like school.
Do you understand?
Has to be there. The dedication also has to be there, because I train students as well. I will try as much as I can to pass knowledge to you, but I cannot open your edge and put everything. Exactly. So there has to be self-development. There has to be that enthusiasm
to learn.
I really want
that enthusiasm to learn.
You can always pick it from people when they come to learn, right?
That way, it's also easier to teach.
When you see that this person
has. Yes, it's easier.
Actually.
Yeah.
Okay. I don't know if when I met you, I'm not sure whether that was your training phase or learning phase.
No.
But then, I know that I met you and you were working with a female barber as well. So what was that like?
Okay, so
Because I don't know if that was your boss or you had a different kind of relationship. You were working with her, but I know that when I stepped into someone introduced your boss to me, and then I stepped into that place, and I'm like, this is it, because I had a previous experience with a barber that was no disrespect to male barbers. I love you all, you guys know, but I feel like there's an expertise to cutting women's hair.
yes, there is.
Because the guy chopped off my edges that I was meant to slick down. And I finished and I'm looking at myself. Immediately I walked in. I think that also happened during COVID. And then he came and he's like, who touched your head? And I was like, somebody, just forgive me, I'm back. So what was it like, with your relationship with your female boss?
Okay, so I think most people don't know that before I worked with Miss Fishy, I was already a barber.
Okay. See, I didn't know that.
I was a barber for 2 years.
For real?
Yes. So this is my 8th year so far. Yeah. Okay. I was a barber for 2 years. I worked with her as a staff.
Oh, I understand.
But we had this very amazing relationship. Very amazing relationship. Yes. So it was more of people, in fact, a lot of people assume she was my elder sister. Yes, and I liked it. Yes. Because what I told myself was, in my head, I was going to upgrade with her. Because she was at this point that I wanted to get to. Mm-hmm. So most people assume that, I was literally learning from her. Yes, in a way I was. Yeah. But I was being paid salary as a staff. Well. You understand? I wasn't an apprentice. I wasn't starting from the very basic.
The only thing is that at that time, you were not cutting my hair, but I used to see you cut hair. I didn't know what the relationship was, but I know that you did have a female boss, and then it's amazing. See, that's someone talking about her female bosses, because everybody always feels that when you have a female boss like this, your life is over. They are this, they are that.
No, but she was amazing.
I know that you guys had an amazing relationship. Okay, so Tonya, what's a very big misconception about being a nail tech that people just get wrong? I know you people have money. I know you people have money. Because every time you say it, it's like, nail tech, they're ballers. That one.
Not everybody knows that there's actually
there's money there. I tell you.
Not everybody
there's
money
know. There.
The thing about misconception about being a nail tech is that people don't know that you give out more than they see. Aside from getting paid. I don't know if to call it values or something like there's like a trade. In some sections are actually very, very therapeutic for me and for my clients. Mm-hmm. You understand? So aside from you have to like be my client, you have to be a nails person before you actually know. So there are some people that I have clients that whatever it is, I don't know, but whatever it is, if they go through stuff, they are always very, very comfortable
to discuss that with me.
Do you get that as well?
Yeah, definitely.
We're going to talk about that right now, because I was going to talk about it later. We're going to talk about it right now, and that's a women's ministry that is stuck inside this profession. Nail techs have it. I didn't know that you would have it. The reason why I said that is because for nail techs, we are in each other's spaces, and it's very easy for me to just look at you and say, can you imagine what happened to me? You are actually more like above me, so I don't know if you have that conversation. So let's talk about the women's ministry that is hidden in between, and that is the nail tech or barber being a therapist.
Yeah.
Who's going first? Yeah, the therapy sessions that goes on in this self-care. I've done it before. Okay. I've been burnt. I would never do it again. It was just off for me, but at the time it was quite therapeutic, and I know a lot of women do, because I have a friend that has told me before that I went to a nail tech that I've never been to, and I feel bad afterwards because I just literally just poured out everything. I did my nails, I did everything, and I know that I'm not going back there anymore. And I said, why? I was like, after everything, I feel good, but maybe the person knows too much and everything. I feel like after a couple of months, she told me that she went back, they have a good relationship and stuff. So tell me about your own women's ministry.
Okay. For me, when I talk about therapy in my crafts, it comes in different ways. Okay. There are some nail tech that new sets just make them happy.
Yeah, like,
you know, so that's
look at
therapeutic
me.
actually. Like when they have new sets, when they feel like, oh, okay, they are alive, they are good, they are baby girling, and you know, that is their own form of therapy. I have clients that they would not even want to see their bare nails. I have one client that sometimes I'll be like, can you just allow your nails breathe? And she would threaten me and tell me she will call another nail tech. I'll be like, okay,
get it
I'm
done.
coming.
Get it done
That
immediately.
kind of
Okay,
that too.
I'm calling. So that is one part of therapy for some people. And some people is just that act of conversation. You know, there are times that I meet people that after, I don't even know what I say to them, you know, and I get calls after and they be like, thank you, Tonia, da 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 da. You know, I don't even know.
It's just listening.
If she just,
sometimes that's all you need.
Yeah.
it just comes
Definitely.
out. I don't even know what I say. Sometimes I've even forgotten about the conversation. I don't even know what I
course.
said. So I'll give you an instance. I have a consent speak about it, yeah. So I'll just give you like a short story time. There was this client, she walked into the studio one time, and then I saw her. She sat down. She was the first time client, I'd never met her. So she sat down. I was still prepping, and then I saw that I read her countenance, I saw that she was struggling not to cry. You know, I don't know, you know, she just came in. And I'm like that, I can understand that because I'm a very emotional person. I can start crying here, I can cry anywhere, you know.
Don't cry, baby. Don't cry.
So I saw her, she was struggling not to like cry. I held her hand, I was prepping. I just patted her hand and I was like, you know,
Okay.
just let it out.
Thank you. I was about
If
to
you
cry.
want to cry,
Don't bam it up, just let it out. Like, this is a safe space. What did I say that for? She just started crying. I didn't interrupt her.
did you cry with her?
No, I didn't.
Well, you held yourself not to cry.
I
It was a
cry
very
with her.
vulnerable moment, I can imagine.
I didn't cry with her, so I didn't ask her anything. I just went on my job. The only thing I did was roll out heap of tissue for her. When I see she has exhausted I'll trash it, roll out another one for her.
Wow.
So like in, let's say 30 to 45 minutes into the section, she was a bit calmer. And the first thing she said was, what's your name? I said, my name is Tonia. And then she started, I don't really want to say what we talked about.
Understandably
Of
so.
course.
So we understand.
And then we had like a conversation. Even while I was talking, I didn't know I was as smart as that. For real,
you have
the things that I was saying to her, because she is married,
Okay.
I'm not,
Okay.
you know. And the things I was saying to her, I wouldn't have believed that I would have been able to say those things.
Hey,
So
look at
that's the
me.
ministry.
Look at me dishing it out.
Leveled up.
So, you
that
know,
is nice.
I gave her some couple of, you know, tips that actually worked out for her, and she was able to like, not totally get out of the situation, but at least it helped her, you know, elevated her more. Than now she's in the UK with her kids.
That is
Shout out to you,
lovely.
ma'am.
So you see, I guess this is what it is when people keep talking about, oh, I want to go for self-care. I want to. So when women actually say, I'm going to do self-care, do nails, it might not necessarily be the nails. It's the little things. Do you get that as well?
Of course I do.
If like
I
I don't know, maybe because we haven't been in that space where, because I just feel like when you're me, I'm very self-conscious when you're cutting my hair or anyone touching my hair, because I'm just looking. I'm not. If you mess up my nails, I'm just like, oh, take it out, dissolve it.
But
when you
definitely
mess up
not
my
your hair, of
yeah.
course.
So we're just always gisting about stuff. Tell me about your own you know, therapy session, women's ministry that goes on in this little self-care, because I know that getting a haircut is a major self-care. It's like
It is.
I don't even know. For some people, it's even life-changing. They come with their long. I see your post though. People come with their
Did
long
you see?
hair. Like
Did you see a
this.
dread I posted recently?
No,
Like
but-
the lady literally wept.
Ha! I'm like, people want to cut off all this mane like this. So it's with haircuts. I know that when you're coming out here, like a totally different
Person, definitely.
I know. So do people still get the chance to open up, talk about their feelings, and
People do, definitely. People do. I get different sections, like different ones.
do the men do?
Yes, of course. Sometimes
You are going to go and cheat faith. What you should tell us? You're telling faith.
that's the thing, because I don't judge. And also, what
We don't judge
That's the
too.
thing. No, that's just the
It's
thing.
different.
It's different.
It's different.
Will you tell us? Did your wives come? They get
Those are like the dramas that goes on.
Mrs. Kimiko.
But I
maybe
don't
you
judge
should try
myself.
and wear sexy lingerie. I understand. I
Yeah,
understand
but-
that totally. And I love it for you guys. I love it that men can also find a space where they
course
can
they
talk.
do.
Vulnerability is not gender based. Nothing says a man cannot be, open up about their
Vulnerable,
feelings.
of course.
So that's really good. And I know that this thing is hidden inside these places. While you want to look down on people for their profession and everything, they're helping in your homes.
Of course.
They are helping your women get
Of
over
course, of
get
course
over
they
their
are.
traumatic experience. There
Of course they
also,
are.
I'm sure you also have relationship between, girlies, and then you're my girl, I'm your girl. I can talk to you about all of these things. Before we go into, we're still doing this profession thing. You people come and be pouring out. How do you unwind? Because now you will cut hair. Because cutting hair or doing your craft is work.
Yeah.
Then during that work, so it's just like me now, I'll be doing my work, somebody now be telling me that, how do you then unwind? Do you have clients that you're close to, that you two
I do.
You do?
Of course.
Do you have
Just one client.
just one client? Okay.
Just one client.
So is that, so whenever this person comes or when they book, you just say, hey,
Right? My person is
so
here,
it's like,
of course.
I'm getting money and I'm getting
I
care
made
of-
Not
friends.
It's not just her. Like most of my clients, there are always people that I'm
Can
always
relate
looking
with.
forward to see.
meeting.
Like when
Same
there's
as
always a
mine.
follow up. Your nails are falling up. Why you
Why
not here? What are you
Why
doing
you not
at home?
here?
So for me, whenever I want to unwind, first I go for massage.
Mm-hmm.
That's number one. Number two, just go out, listen to good music, dance. And there's these clients in the aspect of work. There's just one client, just like I said before. Like I feel like I gain more from her than she does from me. She's always giving me business tactics. She's always telling me, oh, Tonya, why not try this out? Oh, Tonya, why not do this for your brand? Oh, Tonya, why not,
Free of charge. You don't pay
Free.
for consultation, no.
I
Oh,
also
no.
give out free.
See, women supporting women.
And she's like, Tonya, why don't you do this advert? Oh, Tonya, why don't you put up this content? Oh, Tonya, so.
And it helps. Okay. I'm going to circle back a little bit. You were saying something about when you were learning, and then your mom was like, oh, you should learn for this. What was the initial reaction with your parents when you said you wanted to become a barber? The initial reaction, like, oh, what do you want to do, Faith? I want to become a barber.
My dad objected. Like instantly.
Like, why? Of all the
Like he
things
has
you want to learn.
never ever seen a female barber. Like he has never. That was what he said at the beginning. But my mom is a very open-minded person. She asked me again, is this what you want to do?
Are
I
you
said
sure?
yes. And then she said, okay, fine. I would support you. Of course, she didn't say I would support you.
But
But she just gave me that
like,
encouragement.
okay,
Yeah.
What was it like for you, Tonya? Because I know that for you, it's like, this is what I want to do. I know that I'm not going to be a 9-to-5. I want to be an entrepreneur. And I'm actually, because for some parents, it's very hard when you go to school and then you then decide, I want to go and learn. It's almost like, why not try to pursue? But a lot of times we actually know that, yes, I'm in this space, I'm doing this thing, but I'm not going to go further with this thing, but I need my education. What was it like for you?
Okay, so before I answer your question,
Yeah.
I'll give you one little story.
Mm.
So after Jump,
Mm-hmm.
I worked as a sales girl
Okay.
for a boutique,
Okay.
in a boutique rather. I worked as a sales girl, so I hate disrespect. So there was this day,
Everybody hates
my boss
disrespect.
disrespected me, and I was very, very confrontational with him. Like I stood up to him, like, you cannot. I was way younger, I stood up to him, you cannot talk to me like this. You can't do these things to me. I remember telling him that, do you think you're feeding me? You're not feeding me, you're paying me for my services. He called my sister. I was living with my sister at that time. He called my sister. My sister to come and pick me up. That he doesn't
This
think
is
that
not working. This person doesn't know what they're
I
doing
can
here.
still
Couldn't
Yeah.
control her, obviously.
Yeah.
my sister called my mom and my dad, and there was that family
Meeting.
I go home. Why did you disrespect your boss? I said, because he did something like this to me. I was like, also, my mom was like, oh, bring man this suruni. Oh, bring man shaking. So when I told my mom that, because she knows already that I cannot go to work in the morning. First of all, I didn't even wake up as early as to make it for work in the morning. I cannot go to work in the morning and then come back at night. So when I told her that, oh, okay, this is what I wanted to do. My mom is also like an open. The thing is just don't fuck up. That's the thing. If this is what you want to do, I will support you. But ma dojuti me. Like my mom's there, ma dojuti me, so that was just it. I'm the last child. I spoke with my brothers and, we had like a heart-to-heart conversation, if this is what I really wanted to do, if it would help me in the future, if I'm thinking long-term. We spoke about the advantages and disadvantages of the business and, everything. And I was like, let's do it. And that was it. I got all the support.
Both of you, I would categorize you now as entrepreneurs. Entrepreneurship is hard.
Yeah.
And they have the good days, they have the bad days. So what's your favorite thing about being an entrepreneur?
It's like,
I know it's you. You can wake up anytime. You don't need to get up and flexibility.
Time flexibility.
I can do whatever it is that I want to do. I don't have to like answer.
So you guys don't miss that standard salary vibe?
I earn more than
you do. Why do you
salary?
Miss that? Salary.
I do because right now I don't even pay myself. So that's why I said I do.
Okay.
I don't.
I don't pay myself.
I pay myself.
You pay yourself.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't miss it.
Yeah, because I feel like
so.
I've had my good share of being a 9-to-5er, and I feel like when you have a standard income, let's say my income is 100,000, I can always plan around that 100,000. If an added, something comes in great, do you miss that? Do you ever think?
Why I said I do is because it's not as though, I'm way, way, way better financially now.
Mm-hmm.
I'm doing a whole lot better. Mm-hmm. But when you're expecting money at the end of the month at a particular, regardless of how much, because now I spend most of my money. So the money I'm meant to use to maybe pay myself if I want to. Do you get? I pay it back. So it's more like the business is.
The business is driving, but me nko.
Story of my life.
I've never been there.
Not like I miss it. It's just.
Maybe I told you people that there's money in new tech. I told you.
I don't miss it genuinely.
I know, and I had to ask that question because, even regardless of the economy, I've had my little stint of entrepreneurship, and I'm always like, this thing is hard though, because yes, you do make profit, but you look at your profit and you're like, do I want to eat it? It's almost like, okay, let me take a bit. But with salary, maybe because you also know that the salary is coming next month, I can always plan towards that. So it's a bit of, here and there. But for business, who has been like a huge influence on your entrepreneurial journey? It doesn't necessarily need to be family. Somebody that you look at and you're like, oh, this person, I like the way they do their business. I like the way they conduct their business. Who has been like a huge influence? It could be your family, it could be your mom, the way your mom does her business.
For me, it would be Miss Fishy.
Miss Fishy?
Yes.
Shout out to you, Miss Fishy. We see you.
It would be Miss Fishy. Because she was up and about. She was 100% passionate about her business. She was all in.
And she's a female barber thing.
Do you get? Wow. So, it was for, yes, definitely Miss Fishy.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, she had everything.
And then few other persons, but my the biggest person that inspired me so much in the barbering industry, or maybe in business, is definitely Miss Fisher.
How about you, Tanya?
2 people.
2 people.
No, 3 people.
Go on.
The first person is an American nail tech, Botino. Yeah, I get inspirations and nails inspirations from him. Like I recreate his designs, and The second person is my brother, Kelvin. Kelvin loves me so much. He calls himself my manager. There's hardly a step I want to take in my business that
you don't tell him.
I don't involve in. When I was even setting up my studio, my brother was in. Just Kelvin. And the third person.
Don't cry, Tonya. It's okay.
It's actually my favorite sibling, so
you see that camera. Hey, the other people hear you and
we are closer. So I love the rest of my brothers and sisters, but Kelvin and I are very, very much like closer than the rest. So there's hardly a decision that I take in my business that I don't involve my brother. Whatever big decision or whatever it is, like it just has to be there, and it just leads me through. And the third person has to be my boyfriend.
Hello, boyfriend. Thank you too. That's what we're just going to say.
It just pushes me to be better. Like it just pushes me. I met him let's not talk about it.
I like this energy. We're here for all of this. Our boyfriend supporting us, our husband supporting us, because we don't get to see a lot of that.
Yeah.
People are always hiding. If your husband is taking care of you, don't. Some like to floss it. They just stay in your house and just be enjoying it. But if you're free about it, you want to talk about it, that's fine as well, and we love it. Shout out and thank you for taking care of Tonia. We appreciate you. So
My boyfriend too.
you see,
My
I
boyfriend
told you these men are doing
He
good
must.
things.
He must. He's 100. He's 100. He's a real Odogo.
Hey,
In fact, he's my sponsor. Yes, he
you
is.
people.
Yes, he
But
is.
you people, I see your statuses. You'll not be putting up memes. Let's not feel like, oh, you are single babes. Whereas,
My boyfriend.
Believe whatever you see online at
you are-
your own peril.
TSM. Thank
they are
you.
hooked and taken care of. You see, tell me, I don't even know that I pay myself. I'm okay. Okay. Let's not get into that. Okay, so Faith, you're a very adventurous person. Yes or no?
Yes. In my head.
In your
Yes.
head. So what is one thing you want to tick off your bucket list? Don't tell me you want to jump from one place.
Why?
Bungee jumping.
Why?
Bungee jumping.
Why?
Tell
The
us.
pendulum jump, everything.
Everything.
I just want to go wild.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Like I really like nature. In my head, I've not really explored.
Have
I've
you done
not traveled
anything,
much.
anything that I would hear now, I'll be like, why?
Have I? I'm not
Do you go
sure.
to theme parks a lot? You've not been? You've not
I
been to
love
Hakuna
traveling, but
Matata?
I've not traveled much.
You don't need to travel now. There's one in VI that you've gone there.
Where?
The
Lekki-
theme park. Yeah, the theme park. I
Theme park,
thought
no, I
that
don't
would
know
be
about
like the
theme park.
kind of thing that you
But I've
would
been
do.
to the conservative center.
No, those
in
ones they
Lekki.
don't have like adrenaline.
They
kind
do.
Of, they do that walk.
Have you been there?
Yes, I have. Even though I was heavily pregnant then, so I think I was
Ah.
kind of restricted with the things I could do because they couldn't even
okay.
believe. I'm sure they're just looking at me, wondering, "What are you doing here, ma?" But yes,
That's
I
crazy
went
to
there.
a bit. But I really like adventure in my head.
In your
And
head.
I hope in the future I'll definitely explore.
You
I
should.
cannot wait.
What are you waiting for now?
Money.
Okay.
Money.
I can't say anything about that money part. So, both of you, what's the favorite thing about yourself?
I'm very passionate.
You're very passionate.
And I'm very, very intentional. I'm a very intentional person. Like very. If I say I want to do this, if I say I want to be with this person, if I say I want to achieve this, I put in my all. And yeah, definitely with the grace of God. I mean, the race is not to the
Thank you,
swift.
Jesus. Thank you,
But
Jesus. Tonya, what's your
very
favorite thing
passionate.
about yourself?
I don't pretend.
You don't pretend.
I like that.
So if you don't like me, I would know.
You would know.
Your face will just be like
You
this.
would know.
Your smile will be tight. And you just be
I'll
like,
never smell tight. I'll
Just-
keep a straight face. You would know that.
do you have
I don't
clients
like
you don't like?
So I was going to ask that how do you now cope with customers who don't
Clients-
like?
Like, I don't make them come back.
Hey!
I wish I could learn that. I just endure. I wish I could learn.
No, because, there's something I say. There's something about bad money. Not all money
Not
is
all
good
money are good money. I was going to say that. Not
So
all
is it
money
so
are good money, definitely.
How do you know that you don't like this person? Is it the energy?
Yes, of course, the energy.
One woman came in one time. I dissolved the nails that she brought in. I don't know where she did her nails from, I dissolved the nail. The nails were looking shabby and, when you come in and you want to dissolve your nails, and I would know, oh, okay, your nail tech
What
knows
to
what she's
do.
doing.
Yeah.
Like, when I see your nails, I know that, okay, your nail tech actually knows what she's doing. This man came in one sad-looking nails and she stressed me. I don't know maybe because she felt like she cannot pay that much for nails.
Okay.
She stressed me throughout the section. A friend actually referred her. And at some point I was telling her, please allow me do my job.
Yeah,
I'm very
right.
sure you saw your friends there because
That's why you came.
that is why you came in. Just allow me do my job. She complained and complained and complained and complained and complained to the end of the section. I was not happy. And I don't like to work under pressure. I don't like clients giving me anxiety and whatnot. So that was it. The next time she came, she booked me on Instagram. I just thought I was not available. So.
Okay, well, I agree with that.
You agree with that?
Yes.
Because don't come
Bad
and use your
energy.
own,
Oh,
bad
Because when you
energy.
collect the money at the end of the day, you've collected the money, but you're still sad.
Very angry.
Of
So
course.
what?
Yeah, not all money are good money.
That's the thing.
That's true.
Okay, I have a red question for you. It's my last question. So if we switch places, is there any question that you felt like, oh, you would ask if you were in my place? If you were to step into my shoes, what would you ask yourself? This is a very weird question. Like
what
now
would I
you're
ask?
told. What would you?
Oh, okay. What would I ask her?
What would you ask her?
For nails? What
When
would I
can
do?
you come and book your session?
Okay, so how do you cope with Do you do designs
Yes, I
on
do.
nails?
Yes,
So
I
how do you, like, when a customer comes in with a very,
Complex.
how do you cope with it? Like, how do you develop yourself?
I do it. I don't understand.
Okay, so not all nails tech can do
Designs. Like,
on
let's say
nails.
they bring something very intricate.
Do you get
and
something you've not done
something that you feel
before?
like I can't do it.
How do you think? Okay, so how do you fix that when someone comes in with a very complex nails with something with a design you've never done before? And even if you know you can do it, like what confidence do you
The thing is, because I trained, like, there's so much of self-development. Like, I didn't leave my boss in a hurry. So there's
Right.
hardly a nail design that I cannot do. But let's just say, because genuinely, I don't remember being in that kind of scenario.
Situation.
Okay.
Do you understand? I don't remember. But if that happens, I try my best and I see that I'm not getting it. I'll give you other suggestions. How about
we
we
do
do
it
this
this
one?
way?
How about we do this? Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I think
Over to you, Tony.
So how do you deal with your male clients? Like your relationship with your male client? Like, does it affect your personal relationship with your boyfriend, or does it affect, I don't know, like, how do you deal with male clients?
Okay.
And the ones that have wives, like, how do you deal with them?
Okay. Like I said, I'm a very intentional person.
Okay.
And being intentional means I have respect for myself
Okay.
and I create boundaries. I've never been, like, in my relationship so far, I've never had a situation where my boyfriend is disturbed or, pressured by the kind of customers I have. Like, so far, my customers are well-to-do customers. I mean, some of them are business owners, some of them are, tech guys. I mean, guys that are doing so well for themselves. So I've never given my boyfriend room for him to feel insecure. So being intentional means there's a boundary between where my customer crosses the line and where my boyfriend crosses the line. I don't discuss my relationship with my customers. I don't discuss my customers, like, some details with my boyfriend. So there's nothing really crossing
The line.
the line. And my boyfriend has never, yes, I'm saying this boldly, he has never felt insecure. I've never given room for that. Never. And also, I let my customers know, oh, I'm in a relationship. I'm that kind of person. So if I was hanging out with you before I got into a relationship, I won't be doing that anymore.
Have you
I won't be
had, sorry
available.
to cut you short.
Yeah.
Have you had, like, a male client liking you? Like,
I do, like,
that has, okay,
of course.
So,
How do
just
you
like,
deal?
even though you have a boyfriend, I still like
Of course.
men are like that, yeah.
Of
But
course.
How do you,
I don't know about that one.
how do you deal with the ones that have, like, a wife or a girlfriend or something?
That still likes me.
Yeah. Or probably, have you ever been in a situation where where the guy likes you and you, like, know probably his girlfriend, or and she knows you and she probably knows that, oh, okay, this person likes you.
I have.
So what did you do?
I think I still created that boundary. So while the customer is there with his girlfriend, there's a limit. Okay, so that depends on the relationship I have with my clients. Okay. So when the girlfriend is there, yes, okay, let me speak about this one. Whenever he comes in with his girlfriend, and I know he likes me, he has told me he likes me, if his girlfriend knows he likes me, I don't give room for, our conversations are mostly strict, like just business. Okay. But whenever he comes in alone, doesn't mean we go extreme. I mean, he's a very playful person. Whenever he comes, we just gist. And also, I talked about knowing your onion. Yeah. So for every time the men come, and they want to, of course, they'll ask me out now. It's normal, I'm a woman doing a man's job and all. What keeps them is a skill. Like 100%. Okay. What keeps them is a skill. It's not you as a woman. It's just, yes, they are fascinated by a woman. They always brag, oh, it's a woman that cuts my hair and all that. But I mean, I can't sleep with all of them now. I don't even sleep with them. So I always say in my head, I'm like, oh, I just tease them, make them my friends, make them my customers, and like that. Even though they come back and they say, oh, they do shakara, you don't want to date me, you don't want to date me, and all that, I just, shun them. But they always come back because they get value.
Okay. Value.
Yeah.
Do you know why I asked?
Why?
Another story.
Another story. Tonya is going to be my co-host
just
now.
Tonya
is going to be my co-host.
I'm so sorry. Okay. I didn't want to talk about the drama that goes on in the nail tech. So maybe that would be... So there was one time I went for home service and I was working on this woman. amazing conversation, good countenance, and we're enjoying the section, and that was it. Then her husband came from downstairs. And I was about rounding up. I just greeted out of courtesy and respect. Good evening, sir. Good evening, sir. That was it. He went back upstairs, and at the time I was leaving, mind you, not like I have a relationship with the husband. I just go there whenever I go to make nails for the woman, and I see the man, and I just greet him.
Of course.
That's just it. Never have I ever had to like be in, so that's just it. So this day I was done with work and I was ready to leave. The man came downstairs and picked up his car key. I think he was heading out. And he was like, can he drop me at the estate gate? This woman's countenance just changed. Her countenance just changed, and I was rounding up, then she started giving me this attitude. I don't, why you, something that was not there in the beginning. I understood where she was coming from. And it's not my fault that your husband is. And it could actually be doing it out of, because I don't know why she would feel like that. Maybe because she knows her husband. I don't know. Or maybe she's feeling insecure or whatever reasons. I had to like speak to her. I was like, see, I have like a good relationship with you that I do not want to ruin. It's fine if you're, I was even going to decline anyway, because I don't want
to ruin the relationship, and
I don't want stupid talk like, okay, my husband dropped you, which day you are having.
What did you talk about?
I don't want it. It's stupid talk. I don't want it because I don't like disrespect. I don't want it. Direct disrespect. I don't want it. So I told her that, we have good relationship that I would not want to ruin. I don't have anything, like, I do not even want to go out with your husband. Please don't act like this towards me. Because I know that if I left with that countenance like that, if I left, she'll probably not call me again.
Yeah,
so
if you were insensitive. I think you were sensitive.
Ma, please, don't worry. I'm not going anywhere with your husband.
Well,
we're good.
Okay. So, see, you people, I really, really love the questions that you asked each other. For Faith, I'm going to tell you to plug your business quickly and also give good and solid advice to any female that is watching out there that wants to become a barber. We know that it's a male-dominated. I know that there are other female barbers, but the percentage is quite low in comparison. And Tonya, when Faith finishes, plug your business real quick and also, give a very good, solid advice to people that would like to come into the nail tech industry. We'll take it from there.
Okay, so basically, the first thing I would tell any female coming into this industry, yes, the industry I'm in, the barbing industry, is you need to be very, very determined. Very determined you want to learn the crafts and not just flaunt the fact that you're a female. Yeah, like, they would come to you. Of course, they would come to you. They would definitely. Do you understand? And like I've said, value. Once you have value to offer, they would stay. They would definitely stay.
Yes, they would.
I'm saying with my foot chest, of course. They'll ask you out. They'll come around. They would flirt with you. They could do all sorts. But one thing will keep them: the value you offer. So if you're coming into this field, come in with an open mind and be very determined. But most importantly, come in to know your onion. So that way you can sustain the customers that would come.
Your business. Let us know your business, how we can find you.
Oh, okay. So
because they're looking at you, they want to come and cut their hair now.
Okay, so Antibaba brand is located on 38 Stone Street, opposite Ibis Hotel, and we offer services for men, women, haircuts, coloring, pixie cuts, low cuts, colors, whatsoever you want to do. Is
Antibaba on Instagram as well?
Yes, Antibaba is on Instagram at Antibaba brand, HANTYY, then Baba and _, and you're good to go.
Okay. So just to wrap up, I'm going to just say, Tonya, please plug in your business real quick and also offer just a few points and advice to people that would like to come into your industry, what they should do. You've told us about the whole learning process. Just give them a word of advice.
Hi guys, my name is Tonia, the creative director for Claws by Tonia. You can find us on Instagram at claws_by_Tonia, on Instagram, on Facebook, at same handle. I can't wait to have you guys. Please come. I always tell girls to always have their nails done, even though I don't have mine done. Because number one, you might want to propose anytime, and number two, always be a fine girl to the tip of your nails. You know what I'm saying? Okay. And we're located at number 29 Shonola Street. That's the street directly opposite Excellence Hotel, Agoda. So the advice I'll give a beginner nail tech is, first off, pray. You know,
Amen.
It's the truth. Pray for creativity. Pray for wisdom. That's number one. Hi guys, my name is Tonia, the creative director for Claws by Tonia. You can find us on Instagram at claws_by_Tonia, on Instagram, on Facebook, at same handle. I can't wait to have you guys. Please come. I always tell girls to always have their nails done, even though I don't have mine done. Because number one, you might want to propose anytime, and number two, always be a fine girl to the tip of your nails. You know what I'm saying? Okay. And we're located at number 29 Shonola Street. That's the street directly opposite Excellence Hotel, Agoda. So the advice I'll give a beginner nail tech is, first off, pray. You know, it's the truth. Pray for creativity. Pray for wisdom. That's number one. Number two is don't compare don't sabotage your learning your learning process. Don't sabotage. Go through the phase. Go through it. So try out different techniques and stick to the one that like works for you. So yeah, that's it.
So you've heard it all from Claws by Tonia and Hansi Baba. There is money in being an entrepreneur, doing your own thing, having your own skill. These women are paying themselves salaries. Some of you don't even get your salary on time. They're getting paid and they're doing well. And it's such a beautiful thing to see. So if you want to learn a trade, you want to learn a skill, please feel free to do that. And then if you also want to take anything from them or follow them or, patronize them, they've said it all. You've heard their handles, they dropped it. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and also share this with your friends and any other person that you think might benefit from it. Our Instagram handles and all the social media platforms are right below. And that's it for this episode. Thank you. Continue to live in light.